Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and much love, honors and blessed salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, holding their conduct, composure, and integrity for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. All right. This is Yaakov Wall, and I just want to make a quick hit video. I was listening to the elder Big Gad, from the main camp, and a video where he was talking about America being destroyed, and the inward thought of Esau being that they think they're going to come out of this thing prevailing, when they try to fight Yahweh Shai. And the truth of the matter is there's no saving Esau. There's no eternal kingdom that he's going to stay upon. The scriptures tell you specifically that this man is going to be put out of the earth. And that is because he has been caught striving against the Lord, contemning everything that the Lord tells the inhabitants of the earth to do. Esau will disregard it and consider it of no value. And so, this man's going to pay a lot. He's going to be punished very severely. But the main thing that Esau is trying to do is he's trying to stop prophecy. And with that, Esau knows that the Lord has set up men to speak prophecy, which the word prophesy means to speak before. And Esau knows that there are men out there telling him that he's going to be destroyed before it happens. And we're out here basically casting down this entire kingdom and land. And Esau, the so-called white man, is trying to fight that. And recently there was a report of Esau trying to shut down all the churches. There's a lot of churches that are closing. And, again, you're not supposed to do that. If these groves actually consisted of the truth and actually did conduct ministries based off of righteousness, true righteousness and truth, then what Esau is doing is wrong. But it's all a mockery. It's all a tactic and how he maneuvers. Because in this society, churches are still revered somewhat and regarded as something holy, not to be messed with. But you're seeing Esau shutting all these places down, which brings me to my next point. There's no stopping what the Lord has programmed. All right. There's no stopping. There's no killing off the elect. All right, which we know is out there speaking the truth, but there's no stopping the return of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. No matter what you do, no matter how much money you try to pour into this economy to try to mollify or aid the wound of America, it's not going to work. All right. No matter what type of disannulment you try to put in front of the Lord, he's going to run it over. And which is why I want to read this in Isaiah 14:27, because at the end of the day, man, it's the program of the Lord. And you're just a simp peon with no power. All right. Right now, the Lord has raised you up and given you strength. And only by him do you possess his strength. But it's all to show that at the end of the day, the Lord runs and rules things. All right. But Isaiah 14:27 says, "For the Lord of hosts have purposed, and who shall disannul it?" Right? Who are you, Esau? You're just a man, just like everybody else. Yet you exalt your mind and your status above the Most High, and try to regard only what you say. But it says, for the Lord of hosts have purposed, and who shall disannul it? Really, in all reality, Esau, you're doing exactly what the Lord wants you to do. You're running your program the right way. So, you know, who shall disannul it? Even you're falling in line with what the Lord programmed to happen on this planet. So again, for the Lord of hosts have purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And I wanted to bring an example about the men of the Lord, man. You, because we're the ones spreading that message that your destruction is on its way. We're the ones spreading the message that the Lord is about to recover his people. Save a select few right now, but ultimately save all of them in the end. And you're trying to stop this. And you're trying to target the men of the Lord and trying to discourage any type of religious practice. That says a lot about you, man, that you really do hate this thing. You hate because you're afraid of this. You're afraid of being killed. You know deep down, you know you have a lot to pay for. Even though you held yourself guiltless, your spirit knows. Your spirit knows that you've been a vagabond and a fugitive, and that's you. So the spirit is immortal. The spirit is righteous. So your spirit knows that it's going to require a rigorous, abrupt, and violent manner in which the Lord is going to have to take you out. That's why you keep trying to turn it back. You keep trying to push off the coming and returning of the day of the Lord. But at the same time, you're only pushing it to come quicker. Which, you would think by trying to put a cap on your kingdom, on your enterprise of America and the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the people of the earth, you act as if that's somehow the right decision. You know you got to stop, but you continue. That just, again, that works into that just proves that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, because the Lord told you, man, you got the law and the prophets. You know what you need to do to stop, but you don't. So that punishment, that judgment that's been ordained for you, you keep bringing it closer with every step you take, whether you try to do something good or not, because it's all the scriptures say, though you seek to please the poor, yet there are abominations within you, man. You got 7 more wicked abominations underneath you. You're not programmed to want to do the right thing, man. You are programmed to be the wicked. All right. And you're bringing the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua quicker and closer. And I'm going to say this because my spirit's been heavy. Bring it. Do what you got to do, man, because right now you bullshitting, man. Esau, Edom, man, you really are playing right now. Because you know that your time is at an end. All right? You know it. And that's why you're pushing these initiatives and these agendas and plans, because you think that you basically want to go down, you want to take everybody down with you. That's a coward, man. But why, you want to flex and try to, puff your chest out and everything, but yet you ain't trying to make a move. You've seen how many months, well, it's going on a couple of years now that you've dragged out this Vanessa. It's going on a couple of years now. Hurry up, man. You tired of dwelling in this place, man. But you can't overthrow what's coming. You cannot stop it. You beat us. You wore us out. You did a lot, but it's not going to stop this purpose. Again, Isaiah 14:27 says, "For the Lord of hosts have purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?" Right. Now, I want to get a scripture in Acts, the 5th chapter, because at the end of this point, you basically had men trying to rise up against the prophets, but the men that were trying to fight against the prophets ultimately were fighting against the Lord. But the point that was made is what I want to read. Acts 5:35 says, "And said unto them, you men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what you intend to do as touching these men." But really, take heed into what you intend to do against the Lord. All right. I'm going to jump down to verse 38. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. Because again, what was going on was you had the prophets being attacked. All right. You had the men of the Lord being attacked by envious Jews and shit. All right. And so they didn't like what was going on. They didn't like the message because even Israel, man, like I just keep saying, Israel's an asshole, man. They wanted to keep their position and they wanted things to basically operate the way that they were operating in the Roman time as well, man. And so you had a lot of shift changes going on when the apostles were out there preaching. All right. You know, you keep on ringing right here, or it's like a reading, you know. And basically it meant that, you know, what Peter was preaching basically was of a different power ruling, you know. And he was preaching, you know, he was also preaching the salvation and everything. But, you know, Yahushua was trying, these men, you know, the Gamaliel, the Pharisees and all that, they were trying to keep, you know, what was spoken of out. They were trying to keep Yahushua cut out, you know. And so the same way that Esau is working, man, you know, it's, you get what I'm saying, man. You know, there's just things that you just shouldn't do. Like when you direct your intentions or your behavior towards something specific that is known to have a reputation behind it or an image, and basically where you just have heard, like, don't fuck with it, man. That's what Esau is doing. And so that's why I wanted to read the scripture where it said, like, and now I say to you, refrain from these men and let them alone. They, you know, but we know Esau's not going to stop. All right. And in fact, we encourage him to keep on fucking with everything because that means that we're that much more closer to Yahushua intervening and coming back and stopping this man and destroying him and then bringing in the kingdom. But Esau doesn't understand. He does, but at the same time, like, the worst decision you've ever made in your life is to fuck with the Lord, man, to fight him. But it says, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. The Lord already had a purpose and intent of what he had planned to go on in this place, man. And Esau's fighting it. It says, but if you be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. At least happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. And the reason why I had brought this out originally was to talk about the churches and everything being shut down and how, you know, you're not going to be able to move us out of the way. So, but you see why I read it, though, because at the end of the day, man, everything is working against this devil right now. Everything is working against Esau. No matter how many churches he tries to shut down, no matter how many brothers he tries to move out the way, no matter how many, you know, initiatives and bills he's passing to disregard religion, it don't matter, man. It ain't going to stop the return of Yahweh Shem Shai. You cannot overthrow what's happening because it is from the Lord. And who can take out the Lord? Who can destroy the Lord? He's still been here. So that's why I wanted to read this. You know, Salakia, if it came out a little choppy, but like I said, originally the plan was to, you know, exemplify, man, what, you know, that, you know, you're not going to be able to stop this thing that's moving on because the Lord, he'll just keep on setting men up. He'll just keep on bringing the prophets out. He'll make more prophets. And I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So, Salakia, Lord will, this lesson had a little bit of edification in it, you know, it was spiritual. But until the next one, Shalom.